$18,000 over 10 years. That's what Americans pay just to stay connected. Leaked Tesla documents reveal a $199 phone with free Starlink for life. Zero monthly bills. Supply chain photos stamped confidential surfaced. An engineer posted them, deleted it 41 minutes later. Is this real? August 4th, 2026, the leaked launch, right before Apple's event. What are AT&T and Verizon so afraid of? Let's expose what's leaked and what's engineered. That iPhone in your pocket isn't yours. You're renting it. Apple designed a system where you pay $1,199 up front, then $85 monthly to carriers, $199 for AppleCare, $99 per screen crack. The battery degrades after 18 months. Software updates slow it down. You're trapped in a 24-month cycle designed to extract maximum cash. Why does the iPhone 17 Pro Max cost $1,599 when components inside total $489? Because 70% is profit margin and ecosystem lock-in. Lithium-ion batteries are calibrated for exactly 500 charge cycles before hitting 80% capacity. That's roughly 18 months of daily use. Coincidentally, that's when your upgrade itch kicks in. The average iPhone user pays $1,800 annually just to keep their device functional. Over a decade, that's $18,000 disappearing into quarterly earnings reports. But what if a company didn't need your monthly payments to survive? Tesla generated $96.7 billion in 2024 revenue without a single dollar from monthly phone bills. Their income flows from electric vehicles, energy storage systems, and 5,427 Starlink satellites blanketing the planet. They don't need to milk you monthly because they're already profitable from products you buy once and own forever. This changes product design completely. When Apple builds an iPhone, every engineering decision optimizes for recurring revenue. Battery life? Good enough for 18 months, not 5 years. Repairability? Intentionally difficult, so you'll upgrade instead of fix. Tesla operates from opposite incentives. The Pi phone isn't a profit center, it's a gateway device. Once you're holding it, you're one step closer to buying a Tesla vehicle, installing Powerwall, subscribing to full self-driving. The phone is the front door, not the entire house. Apple relies on Foxconn's Chinese factories with complex supply chains. Tesla manufactures in-house. Battery cells, circuit boards, aerospace composites. No middleman, no markup. That's how they price a phone at $199 that would cost $1,200 from Apple. But the real weapon is infrastructure ownership. When you buy an iPhone, AT&T owns your connectivity. When you buy a Pi phone, Tesla owns the satellites, the spectrum, the entire delivery system. No carrier can raise rates or throttle data because no carrier is involved. Does that terrify Verizon and AT&T? They charge $85 monthly per subscriber. That's $1,020 annually. Multiply by 100 million US smartphone users. We're talking $102 billion in annual telecom revenue that evaporates when satellite connectivity becomes standard. November 2025. A Gigafactory Texas engineer posted 9 photos on X at 3:47 p.m. Deleted them at 4:28 p.m., exactly 41 minutes later. But the internet never forgets. Among those photos was a Starlink component no bigger than a thumbnail, labeled handset prototype with Tesla's logo stamped across the corner. Next to it sat a patent document. Smartphone with satellite connectivity requiring no recurring subscription fees. Both marked confidential, both undeniably real. But October 18, 2025 confirms it. The FCC approved filing FCC 251847, authorizing Starlink to use Q and K-band spectrum for direct-to-cell handheld devices. T-Mobile already tested Starlink direct-to-cell for emergency services. The technology works. It's operational. Then supply chain movements appeared. Bloomberg reported TSMC received orders for 500,000 Snapdragon 8 Gen 4 chipsets shipping to Tesla's Texas facility. Samsung secured OLED display contracts. Corning filed paperwork for ceramic glass shipments. These are real component orders with real delivery schedules. Patents take 6 to 12 months to file. Component orders require similar lead times. If this leaked in November 2025, Tesla's been developing this since at least 2023. The question isn't whether the Pi phone exists, it does. Why reveal it now? Critical mass. Starlink reached 5,427 operational satellites by late 2024. Below 4,000, coverage is spotty. Above 5,000, you achieve continuous U.S. coverage. Tesla crossed that threshold. Free internet for life sounds impossible. But satellite economics operate under different rules. Starlink's 5,427 satellites already exist, already serving 3 million home internet subscribers, paying $120 monthly. Tesla isn't building new infrastructure. They're leveraging existing capacity already overhead, already paid for. The marginal cost to add phone connectivity approaches zero. The satellites transmit whether your phone connects or not. This is why lifetime free internet becomes economically viable. Apple charges $85 monthly because AT&T maintains cell towers, pays spectrum fees, runs fiber backhaul. Starlink eliminates all of that. The Pi phone includes a specialized Qualcomm satellite modem. No cell towers required. Rural Montana, connected. Death Valley, connected. Hurricane wipes out infrastructure. Still connected because your signal comes from space. Let's address limitations honestly. Thick concrete buildings block satellite signals. The phone auto-switches to Wi-Fi or 5G when available. Speed-wise, expect 25 to 50 megabits per second. Not blazing 5G, but fast enough for video calls, 4K streaming, everything except massive downloads. The leaked specs show 1.5 terabytes monthly allocation on the free tier. That's 500 hours of 4K Netflix. The average American uses 11 gigabytes monthly. Exceed 1.5 terabytes? Speed throttles to 5 megabits, still faster than 40% of rural homes have today. Apple's iPhone 17 Pro Max uses 5,088 milliamp hours. Lithium-ion guarantees degradation to 80% within 500 charge cycles, 16 to 18 months for heavy users. Apple's solution? Pay $99 for replacement or buy the new model. Tesla's using 6,712 milliamp hour aluminum-ion batteries, the same chemistry for next-gen EVs. Over 2,000 charge cycles before hitting 80% capacity. If you charge daily, that's 5.5 years. Charge every other day? Over 10 years before degradation. Internal testing shows 56 hours of continuous YouTube playback. iPhone 17 Pro Max? About 26 hours. More than double the endurance. But here's the revolutionary part. The battery is user replaceable. 4 T5 screws, screwdriver included. Swap it yourself in 5 minutes. Tesla sells replacements for $29. Compare that to Apple's $99 service requiring Genius Bar appointments and inevitable other issues upsells. Test protocol 4680X documents torture testing. Unit A endured Florida humidity, 95%, 90-degree heat, 8 hours daily UV, submerged in Gulf seawater for 30-minute intervals. After 180 days, researchers examined the USB-C port under 400 times magnification. Zero oxidation, zero corrosion. The phone charged perfectly. Drop testing used military-grade towers, 1,000 drops from 6 feet onto concrete. Standard protocol considers 50 drops durable. iPhone 17 averages 12 drops before screen failure. Galaxy S25 averages 18. After 1,000 drops, the Pi phone had 3 microscopic scratches on titanium, visible only under magnification. Zero screen damage. Diamond-like carbon coating self-heals when exposed to body heat. Within 48 hours, 2 scratches disappeared. Thermal cycling locked units in Arizona vehicles at 167 degrees Fahrenheit, then minus 22 degrees Fahrenheit freezers. After 30 days, the battery retained 98.7% capacity. iPhones typically lose 15 to 20% under identical stress. The camera lens uses lab-grown sapphire crystal, 9 on Mohs hardness scale. Only diamond can scratch it. Your keys, sand, concrete won't damage this lens ever. XOS, completely new operating system. Not Android, not iOS. This is Tesla's biggest risk. For 15 years, we've had two choices. iOS locks you in, Android tracks everything. XOS promises on-device AI processing, no cloud uploads, no data mining. The critical question, apps? Leaked documents confirm essential apps work. Banking, email, messaging, video calls. Plus progressive web apps and curated ecosystem. One-click transfer moves contacts, photos, messages from iPhone or Android. What you won't get, every niche app, heavy games, apps requiring invasive data collection. Tesla's betting AI assistance replaces app complexity. Grok 4 voice control, navigate to nearest bank, read messages aloud. The phone responds using autopilot-level AI. But apps are social infrastructure. If your family uses iMessage exclusively, switching makes you the green bubble outcast. XOS either achieves critical mass within 18 months or it remains niche. This is where Musk's overpromising could damage adoption. Traditional iPhone over 10 years. Device $1,199. Apple Care $199. Screen replacements $495. Battery replacements $267. Cases $500. AT&T service $10,200. Total $12,860. Tesla Pi phone over 10 years. Device $199. Starlink $0. Screen damage $0. Battery replacement $29. Case $0. Service $0. Total $228. You're saving $12,632. That's not marginal. That's a used car, a year of retirement income. If 10 million Americans switch, that removes $102 billion from AT&T and Verizon over a decade. This is why telecom lobbyists are drafting satellite safety standards legislation. It's not about safety, it's about survival. Real risks exist. App ecosystem starts at near zero. If you need specialized professional apps, you're stranded. Social lock-in is real. Switching means renegotiating communication protocols with everyone you know. Support infrastructure is limited. Tesla has 150 service centers versus Apple stores everywhere. First-generation products have bugs. The August 4th, 2026 launch date is positioned 27 days before Apple's September event. Deliberate psychological warfare. But Musk is historically optimistic about timelines. Cybertruck promised 2021, delivered 2023. Full self-driving next year since 2016. Build in 6 to 12 months buffer. Here's what's actually happening. Tesla isn't trying to beat iPhone on specs. They're disrupting the business model that makes smartphones expensive. Starlink reached critical satellite density. Above 5,000 satellites, coverage becomes reliable for primary connectivity. The technology exists. Regulatory approval is secured. Supply chain is contracted. This isn't a phone launch. It's infrastructure obsolescence beginning. Just like Tesla made gas stations outdated with superchargers, they're making cell towers outdated with satellites. The question isn't whether Pi phone succeeds in 2026. It's whether satellite connectivity becomes dominant by 2030. If you're AT&T's CEO, you're not worried about 2026 sales. You're terrified of 2030 when your entire business model might be obsolete. So here's the truth. The leaked documents, FCC approvals, and supply chain orders confirm this is real. Tesla's building a $199 phone with lifetime Starlink connectivity to eliminate your monthly bills permanently. That's $12,632 saved over 10 years. Money that stays in your account instead of AT&T's. But here's what matters most. This isn't about one phone launch. It's about proving that satellite infrastructure can replace the entire telecom system, charging you $85 monthly. Once Tesla demonstrates this works, every monthly subscription model becomes vulnerable. Phone bills today, home internet tomorrow, everything else after that. Will it launch exactly August 4th, 2026? Probably not. Musk's timelines always slip. But those 5,427 Starlink satellites are already overhead, already operational. The technology exists. The only question is execution timeline, not whether it happens. Now here's what I need from you. If this breakdown gave you clarity on what's actually happening versus the hype, Hit that like button right now. Drop a comment below. What monthly bill would you eliminate first if you could? Phone service, internet, cable? Let's discuss. Subscribe to Tesla Zone for more deep dives into the technology disrupting trillion-dollar industries. Hit the notification bell so you catch our next analysis when Tesla makes this official. We'll verify the legitimate pre-order links and separate facts from scams. The satellite revolution isn't coming. It's already in orbit, waiting to connect. We're just watching it land. This is Tesla Zone. Thanks for watching. See you in the next one.